Mhm.
But when paedophiles were getting young girls from Welsh children homes, that had no racial element.
Mhm.
It's just the safeguarding collapse.
Mhm.
In these instances, the authorities have turned a blind eye to over
Mhm.
decades.
I think this term grooming gang seems to have been particularly used for the Asian pimps, as you said.
Mhm.
This ti Whereas people like Epstein or sex traffickers, this term grooming gang, to me, has from the beginning had racial connotations. Is that true or not?
Yes, maybe, but it's describing a pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
And what's not happening is that there's some kind of institution, like a children's home or something that's
Mhm.
being exploited. What's happening is that vulnerable lasses are being laddered into being prostituted.
Mhm.
And I think that's what they're getting at with the grooming is that it's
Yeah.
a
No, yeah. Yeah.
organic development rather than where someone's trapped in an institution.
I'm just wondering if it's applied to whoever's engaged in this activity or if it's limited to people from Asian backgrounds in the UK, because I never heard this thing grooming gang until the scandal came up years ago.
I
I
honestly
heard
think
about
it's
it.
just the racialized nature of these communities
Mhm.
and the fact that they is effectively just a cartel, happen to be Asian.
Mm.
The Asian people, they are maybe slightly better off. Small business
Yeah.
people. These are
Right.
these are ethnically divided communities where
Mhm.
ethnicity maps onto socioeconomic status.
So let's see. Friend of the show, Rebel of Empires. The way grooming gang thing is presented is that they were not a commercial enterprise like normal pimping. Implication is that often the motive is religious or racial animosity. That's why the far right want to call them rape gangs instead of seeing it as prostitution, because white men do prostitution, other men do rape gangs.
I think there genuinely is an aspect where Asian men were targeting white underage girls who are coming from impoverished families who were struggling.
Mm,
And that people are looking at the very obvious racial dynamic and not understanding that it is fundamentally an economic dynamic.